Hello.
Hiya.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
It's coming up to Christmas.
It is. Don't knock the table at the table because it will wobble. The camera will wobble.
Yeah.
Like that.
And the camera's being held up by a knife, would you believe?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we
Carry
thought...
a knife, take it.
No, don't say it, don't say it.
Save a life.
It's coming up to Christmas and we thought, let's do something about what could you get somebody for Christmas and...
So what you're going to have to do is watch this and then surreptitiously...
buy everything.
Plant it in someone's inbox so they can see it.
Yeah.
There we go,
Yeah,
right.
you could do that. So let's start off with that hat over there.
Hang on, before we do that.
Yeah, that hat.
That hat.
And the one underneath it.
And the one underneath it.
Buff that's there in the bag.
The buff?
Yeah.
Is that a RiderCamTV buff?
It's a RiderCamTV buff.
But we'll go with the...
RiderCamTV hoodie. RiderCamTV limited edition hat. And RiderCamTV dad hat, I think it's called.
Distress.
Like distress. But this is...
I like this.
What's it called? Embroidered.
Embroidered.
Yeah.
I like this, but I've lost it because Cornish Stig has stolen it now. But look at the colour scheme. Look at the width. Feel the width.
So you can get loads of our merchandise because, let's face it, you're all human and you need it.
And it's winter.
Yeah, and it's winter. And those tops are really good. I like the stuff down the side.
Yeah, you've got the old version there.
I've got the old version
washed
here,
it.
yeah. It has been washed. It's been washed thousands of times. But these wash really well, these ones, actually.
Yeah, they do, because when I first put it on, being hirsute, I ended up with all this blue fur all over my head.
So we have got some merch. Get this, you know, this is like
Is that a cup as well you got
This
there?
is like stocking fillers. Yeah, you can get the cups as well. It's great, isn't it? Merch up the yin yang. But these are good stocking fillers. And
Absolutely.
I know that a lot of people have hats, but when you're out on the bike, having a hat in the pannier for hot weather as well as cold weather is really, really good. And why not better? Why not have RiderCamTV hats?
There you go.
Anyway, they're on our website.
Throw that old crap away.
Yeah, so you can find them on our website. Right.
Mine's got a hood on it, look. It's called a hoodie.
You know, like evil. Right, so let's look at communication. Now, we've got something for...
I wasn't where I was looking somewhere else, but we'll do communication.
We've got something for nearly every budget, really, because, as you know, we've done a few videos about the Cardo Systems. We used to use Interphone all the time, didn't we?
Yep. I still have one, and I absolutely love it, because it lasts forever.
I really like it. The battery's really good, but they don't connect with other things, and there's a lot of things that... it's hard to put into words, but I forget the connotations of buttons that you got to press to get it to do stuff, and it just became a bit of a faff. And then came along Cardo.
Cardo. Wow.
So this is like their flagship. Cardo, PackTalk Edge Duo. All the links will be in the description, so you'll be able to get them. You could bag yourself
on that. Awesome.
20% off any Cardo stuff, and it helps us out a little bit as well. But
if you quote. Is there a quote for that?
Yeah, we'll put it all down the bottom. I think this is RiderCamTV, the code 20%. For this. Now
That's massive.
This is about 350 quid.
Wow.
For one of them, I think. The Duo pack, it's got two of them, but they're really, really great, and they just stick on your helmet, these ones, because they got that magnetic mount that just sticks straight on. Really, really good. Voice controlled, app controlled, all of that sort of jazz. Really, really good. But
it's voice controlled if you have Siri on it.
No, you could.
Isn't it?
It works with Siri, but it's got its own voice control. So you could go Cardo, hey Cardo, music on, music off, radio.
Right, I haven't got
See what I'm working with. Right, so this is one of the units that Cardo are trying to market really well, called the PackTalk Custom. Now this Custom, lots of people won't like this, lots of people will. This is much the same as the Cardo Edge. It has all the same technology, top of the range, Bluetooth 5.2, all that sort of jazz. It's got second generation mesh communication, which is really good. But this is one of those ones that people that like to subscribe to stuff can subscribe to it. But you're buying this, top technology, but it's not open to all the functions. If you want to connect to another rider, you can. If you want to listen to the radio, you can, Bluetooth, all that sort of stuff. But if you go on a tour, you haven't spent all the money on the Edge, because you can subscribe for the month to add the ability to add in up to like 20 or 30 or something riders onto your mesh if you need it. Because lots of people go for the top stuff.
So that's great if you just do a lot of riding on your own because it's so much cheaper. But if you would do lots of group riding and want to connect to your mates, you can subscribe for the period of your holiday if you want.
Yeah.
to get that little add-on put on, and then it's cheap as chips anyway.
Yeah,
So that's
and you can change your subscription all the time. And then for people who don't want to spend that sort of money and just want the Bluetooth connection, Freecom 4X. This is a duo pack. You can get them singly. This is just Bluetooth communications, but it's Cardo stuff again. So you've got all your natural voice operations. It's waterproof, same as the rest, but just Bluetooth. And you might find that this is something that you need rather than the dynamic mesh, because everybody's going on about mesh. If you need loads of people that you, if you ride with lots of people and you need to connect to them, mesh is the best thing now.
It works really well.
But if it's just you and a pillion, or you and another rider, and you're happy that you don't go out of a bigger range,
that's the rascal.
This could be one for you to save a bit of money. And don't forget your code, RiderCamTV. That's it, RiderCamTV, 20% off any Cardo stuff.
Ooh.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yep.
So, what else have we fitted? Well,
go on then.
Let's look at...
Because it's all on your side of the table.
Yeah, so we've got communication stuff there. How about...
I'm trying to mind meld something.
Yeah, woo! Right, so you're going on a tour. What do you take with you in case something goes wrong?
An A card.
Yeah, so the first thing is this. Now, this is from Halfords. Really easy to get online, and it's the Michelin rechargeable inflator.
Nice.
And the reason I like this is about £55, I think, so it's not going to break the bank, but it comes in its own little neoprene bag, which is lovely, with a wire.
Did I say
Yeah,
that out loud?
that came out loud.
Sorry.
So it's got a micro USB cable in there that plugs into here to charge it in the wall. But this is really, really slim and really, really light. I'm not sure whether it says on here how heavy it is. But it's got a lithium battery, recharging time's about 3 hours, maximum pressure 150 psi. You can use it for 5 minutes continuous, charge it up, store it, all that sort of stuff. But what I really liked about it was that it's really small. And to turn it on, that's turned on, and you set either your bar or your PSI or KPA, whatever that is.
Yeah, I use KPA in some places.
Oh. And you can inflate bicycle tyres, motorcycle tyres, car tyres, and other things. I've used this quite a few times when I've been on tour to check the tyres, put a bit more pressure in, and it's lasted for the entire tour, like 12-day tour. It's helped other people out, and I've also pumped up a tyre car with that, and still
A tyre car or a car tyre?
A car tyre, yeah. And still had loads and loads of battery power in there. But
I
it's
like that.
really handy because it's really sleek, small, easy to pack away, and I thought it was reasonably a good price, to be honest.
I've got one of those, they're sort of, I don't know what they call them. I got it from somewhere, Nippy Normans or something.
Old ones.
Yeah, it's an old one, yeah, but
Yeah.
I really like that.
And it's not very noisy, so imagine getting up in the morning early on a tour, tyres a little bit flat, and you've got to pump it up. You're not waking anybody up in the hotel or wherever.
I wouldn't have my caring face on then.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Just unbelievable. But that's a really, really good buy. And it's one of my go-to things on any tour to take away with me.
Point to note at the moment, depending when this comes out, but it's not going to come out until after Black Friday, is it? So we're going to miss that.
Might not.
Might not, okay. So forget that. We'll
Yeah,
start that again.
okay. The other go-to thing that I take with me on tour is the Nocco Boost Sport GB20. Got this from Amazon. You might get a deal on Amazon, especially if it's Black Friday and just after on Cyber Monday and stuff. Oh my God.
Got to check, haven't you?
Have you? I could wire it up if you want and put the other one on.
No,
But
I don't do that anymore.
this is a really, really good bit of kit. So this will start, I think they set up to something like a 2-litre car or 3-litre car, something like that. But it's really, really sleek, not heavy at all. It's got a battery in there. And literally, you just plug that into it, turn it on, put that onto the battery, obviously not together. Turn it on, leave it for a couple of seconds and start your bike up. And it gives you just that amount of power, which is enough to be able to start your bike up.
I'll just put that there for a minute.
But when you turn it on, there's also a torch as well, which is really quite bright. So when you're out and about, you can use it as a torch if you wanted to by the side of the road. But more importantly, not only has it got the 12 volt out for these, but it has also got a USB out as well, so you can charge phones and stuff should you have forgotten the next thing on our list. So that's a really, really good thing.
I like that actually.
That was about £120, but I got it for about £60 on an Amazon deal.
Cool.
I was just
I
very
really
lucky.
like that. That's really smart.
Really, really good.
Well done.
Used
Well
it a few
done.
times.
You are a
actually.
gadget boy, aren't you?
Well, no, because
Yeah, you
those sort of things you take on a tour, you never know when you're going to need them, and when you need them, you don't want to be carrying bulky things out, and they're really, really light. So, charging.
Oh, here we go.
Really, really simple. Anchor, really good name, and this is a USB 4-way hub, so it can charge stuff up. But what I like about this is it's got the UK clip, and it's also got the EU clip. Really relatively inexpensive, probably about 20 or 30 quid off Amazon again, and that's all I take to charge all my stuff up. Apart from...
I've got a sync wire.
Oh, sync wire, yeah, they were good, but...
Yeah.
Stop
But they were
doing
old
them.
school now, you're going to say, aren't you? They're old.
Well, they're kind of old and squarer, aren't they?
Fits me perfectly.
The other thing that I take with me is this Anchor power bank. So I don't know how big the power bank is in terms of milliamps or that sort of stuff, but it certainly charges up enough. But what I like about it is you can stick your phone on the back if you've got a MagSafe. So it sticks to it, charges your phone up. But while you're charging your phone up, you can also use it as a stand.
Would that work on my quad lock thing, do you think?
No. Oh, well, we might do actually. No.
Oh, well.
No, because it's the MagSafe more than anything. But you can charge other things up via the USB-C as well.
Cool.
Really, really good little bit of emergency kit, actually.
Yep.
And I used it because on the last tour, I took that, but I forgot that and got back to the UK
There's a word
and
for that.
Premier Inn. I couldn't charge anything up, but I had that, which was really good.
I've got one of those as well. I really like it. It charges up quite a bit of stuff, actually.
So, should we go that side? What have we got over there?
We've got... what's that? That's something to do with the Hex Easy Cam
Yeah.
thing, isn't it? Hex Easy Cam.
Yeah, about 190 quid, something like that.
For connecting to your battery, then you can power everything, all your lights, your cameras, all that kind of stuff off it. We've got just done a video about that, actually.
Yeah.
Really like that. Really like that. So,
Well, that is your one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like it even
And
more then.
the good thing about this is that it goes into the CAN bus of your bike. So if you're going to buy that, make sure you buy it for the right make of bike. You get the right plug, and it plugs into the RDC or the tyre pressure monitor, plugs in the other side of it, if that makes sense, piggybacks through the CAN bus and controls everything using BMW stuff.
Excellent.
And the tiny thing in the little bag is the adventure sleeve for it. So
Ooh.
you know, it will
I
keep
did
it
have
nice
a term
and
for
neat
that.
and
I did have a
tidy.
I'll show you that briefly. Without any kind of... There you go.
Silicone sleeve. A silicone sleeve. So while we're talking about what you can control via your CAN bus using the Hex Easy Can, we have got the Innovv K5, which you've seen us review. We've done lots of videos about it, actually. We've got the K5, which is a 4K front camera, 1080p on the back. It's a really good unit, this one. It uses, I think, 5 gigahertz for Wi-Fi, so you can get through to the app really, really quick and download the footage. Unlike the K3, which is an exceptionally good camera as well, but the Wi-Fi is slower. So Innovv do some really good camera systems that we've fitted to all of our bikes, and you've seen us do the videos on them.
Helmet cameras and all sorts.
And you can get, I think, a 5% discount on that using RCTV as your code on the Innovv UK website. And then, some might not like this, but we have got the third eye. Innovv third eye. It sits there. But this is a blind spot detection system that you can put either on your mirrors, or you get a watch face where you can put it onto the handlebars, and it tells you whether somebody's coming faster towards you, either right dead centre of your bike or either side, which is really, really good. And it must be good because even both BMW have started putting it on their bikes.
Funny old thing, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
There
but
we go.
again, you could get a real discount on that if you wanted to buy it, and it's really simple to fit if you use a Hex Easy Can. If you don't, it's really simple to fit
And
anyway.
you'll be able to work it out.
Eventually he can open boxes.
Communications again.
Yeah.
Awesome bit of kit. Quad lock.
Yeah, and there'll be a video coming on that one soon, and that is the brake or clutch mount, which basically on the handlebars, if you've got a mount for the reservoirs and stuff, or mount for the SOS buttons, that sort of thing, take the bolts out, put that on, put those bolts through it, and now you have got your mount for your phone using the quad lock system.
Quad locks are brilliant because we've got the powered ones which connect onto the back of your phone like that, using that little thingy in there, and it charges as well.
Yeah.
Most importantly though, if you're going to buy this for your phone riding on your bike, you need to buy the vibration thing as well, otherwise it can affect your camera on your phone.
Yeah, especially on iPhones.
On iPhones, they're a bit sensitive, bless them.
Yeah.
But these are awesome, and they're always got deals on, always got sales on quad lock, so it's worth having a look at.
There's lots of different makes that are coming out that look exactly the same, but I don't know how much I'd trust a £1,000 phone sat on something that's not marketed properly, that's a spin-off of something else. What materials
I'm
are they
sure you
using,
can
that
get all
sort
sorts of rip-offs, but you know, again, you pay your money, you take your chances, don't you? What else we got?
Right, so we're talking about holding things on your bike, so how about let's talk about some navigation devices.
Go on then.
So we have got the Garmin XT, fabulous unit, really, really fabulous unit. Starts up really, really quickly, the maps are really good. It handles waypoints and routes really, really well and uses the Drive app, Garmin's own Drive app. This at the moment is only £340 something. And it has been for quite a while, either on Amazon or Sports Bike Shop. So we'll leave all the links down below. Now this one has got the old mega size cable that goes in there, no USB-C, but you can also expand the memory as well by putting a memory card in there, an SD card. This has been my go-to on every tour, despite taking other sat-navs with me.
The only issue with them, if you've got a BMW, is the jockey wheel doesn't work with it.
But if you have got BMW, you could buy one of these. This is the 3DAM printer. It's, what do they call it?
3D printed.
3D printed mount. And basically this mount here that comes with your sat-nav, you bolt on with the wire from 3DAM underneath, and then literally you put that into your BMW preparation holder on your bike,
and lock
which
it.
you've got, and you can also lock it. It comes with a locking pin if you select that as well. Really, really good bits of kit. So while we're talking about navigation, how about if you want something that just a little bit more special, an XT2. Now this XT2 is, I've got to say, it is really quite an exceptional unit. The menus change completely. The maps are really accurate, same as the XT. They use the same sort of stuff. We have got down the bottom two little slots, one for USB-C to charge it and an expansion slot there. Because they're at the bottom, not that I've ever had any problem with the XT, but because they're at the bottom, they're easier to put in and they seal a lot better. It's a bigger screen. It does take a while to flip back to the right orientation, which is very odd.
Bless it.
And I noticed I had this on the other day and I went round a corner and it went to the other orientation and I had to take it off to then get it round, but you can lock it to one way or the other if you wanted to. The only downside, and we pointed it out in our video, didn't we, is that this has to sync with the cloud and your phone and splits everything up into what becomes really quite a complicated mission on getting
I've got
stuff
issues
right.
with it because, there's who I let a ride, had the route all worked out, transferred it perfectly, it was on one sat-nav, great, but this one kept trying to take me off the route and route me all over the place. So either I'm not reading how it works properly, which is probably right, but I had issues with it. But
it is a really good unit,
kit.
really good unit. And I would go back to this one or the XT2 at any point really, over anything to be honest.
Yep. Nav 6s, BMW Nav 6s are still a good bit of kit, but only if you get them sent away to GPS station and get them fixed.
Yeah, and
Because
you can get
Garmin won't do
3D mounts for that as well. And you can see that I've handily DIY'd a spacer in there, which is just square nuts, because on Barney, my RTP, it sits back into the
Ah.
trim, and that's the only way I can get it to sit in on the preparation mount and actually be able to fit. But, you know,
Cool.
it's the way it is, isn't it?
This is a new bit of kit.
This is a new bit of kit. So this bit of kit has been lent to us by BMW to bring a review to you, which we'll be doing in the next few weeks. But this is the BMW Connected Ride Navigator.
Ooh.
Now, this is really quite a funky bit of kit, to be honest. So those of you that
Is
use...
it the same size as an XT2 or an XT? That's the 2.
That's the
It's a bit smaller, isn't it? So is it the same as an XT?
Yeah. Oh, the screen size is almost identical to the XT.
Oh, yeah. But this will work with the jockey wheel.
Yeah, and this works because it is moulded for your BMW preparation as well. Now this works with the jockey wheel, but it's very, very much orientated along the same sort of lines as the user interface as being the connected app. Now you can get waypoints. We have routes on our tours, don't we? So we have a start and an end, but in between we have a coffee stop, might be a few waypoints, and then a dinner stop and a coffee stop. We had a few people on our tour that were using the connected app with BMW that didn't see the waypoints, but there is a way around that brings them all back, and we'll show you when we review this. But it is really, really quite good, but you've got to get used to the interface. And once you get used to how the interface works, I think it's going to be right. And there we are. Look. Nice screen, a nice vibrant screen. Now this is 600 and something, £660 from BMW, but it's not made by Garmin. So everything is BMW sourced. I think they're using TomTom maps, same as in their connected app. I don't think the TomTom maps have ever been the issue. I think the TomTom navigation units themselves have been the issue, because they, rather than being square, look like a sat-nav, I think they want to make them look like mobile phones.
Yeah.
And for me, that was a little bit too much. But that is coming as a review.
Of all the sat-navs we've had issues with on tours, it's always been a TomTom, hasn't it?
But
Yeah.
it's all touchscreen. You can use your Whizzy wheel. That review will be coming out soon. But you could beat the review and buy one for Christmas, couldn't you?
Mm.
Especially if you don't want to buy one of those Nav 6s that need to be fixed all the time, because there's so many issues with those, aren't there?
Oh, they're nice. I like them. What else we got? What else we got?
Well, we've only got two more things.
These.
Yeah, these things. We very often get asked when we're off on a tour what they are. Are we carrying a gun? You know, why have you got your sandwiches on your leg? But this is the Givey thigh pouch. This isn't waterproof, but what I like about it is it's got loads of different compartments in there, so I can put my American friends' eyeglasses. And there's pockets in there for different things. I put my wallet in there, my phone stays there, but my wallet's got my passport and stuff in there. But I know that when I get off the bike, it's all on my thigh. But when you go through passport control, everything's there. You haven't got to fumble through tank bags and stuff like that to get hold of it. And it's got a really quite good waistband, clips in, and it clips around your leg as well. And they're relatively inexpensive. I think they're about £40 or £50, which seems a lot of money, but the amount of times you use it, especially on a tour, it's invaluable. Invaluable, that's the word. Then we got a waterproof one.
This is a waterproof one, roll top one. Lomo do one of these. I've had 3 of those. They're awesome, and I think they are only about £18.
I think so. Well, and you can get Chinese knockoff ones that are like £10.
So this just rolls down, connects like, God, other deities are available. Connects down like that. Nice and waterproof, just one pouch.
And that's the only downside of that for me, it's just one pouch. So I usually take both of them, and if it's going to be a really wet day, that one goes on and everything just goes in that one pouch.
So lots of different types. I've got it's a military one. It's made by a company called Sniggle Design, based in Sweden.
Sniggle
got
Design.
Zips. It's waterproof, lots of compartments, and it comes with a nice thick thigh strap that fits to your leg because it is military, but bomb-proof.
Is it?
Well,
It's literally bomb-proof?
Not quite.
Your leg might be somewhere. It might still be attached, but your leg won't be.
Something else.
Yeah. So Ultimate Ear.
Squidgies.
Moulded earplugs. These are the squidgies, so they're about 80 quid, I think. Awesome bits of kit. Your ears really need protecting when
you
you're on a
have
bike,
to.
don't they? You can buy lots of different things. Throwaway ones, you can buy little silicone ones.
If you can excuse me a minute, I'm going to go and get some more.
I've got some more here.
Oh, talk to yourself. You are anyway.
But if you need to protect your ears, you really do, because your ears are the one thing that hears, obviously. But these little squidgies, I take them on tour with me, even if I'm not wearing them all the time, purely because you might be in a really noisy hotel, you might need them to sleep with, and because they're flat, they don't stick out like some of the others and hurt your ears, so you can use them at night as well. I've used these before George and Ultimate Ear sent us the other ones. I've used these day in, day out, all day, all day long, and they've never ever been painful, and they've always done the job.
These are the Ultimate Ear earpieces that plug into
The Cardo system?
the Cardo system, or any system has got a jack plug, 3.5 mils or something like that. So you don't have to have the speakers in your helmet, you've got these direct into your ears. Amazing.
Yeah, and there was somebody that put a comment on one of our videos that we did it about Spain and how it's illegal to have something in your ear. Yes, it probably is, but with anything, they have to catch you doing it. And I've spoken to lots and lots of police officers while we've been on tour by the side of the road, with people on tour being stopped or other people being stopped, and we've just been around or they've come and said hello, and nobody's ever said anything about those being in our ears.
No.
Purely because I don't think most people know what they are.
No.
Unless you get an anal police traffic person, but that's the same in any country.
I also have these. These are called flare isolates. These look like a 9mm bullet. Okay, but they fit really well into yours. I carry them as spares just in case something happens. Because I had a person on it, not for me, or these are for me, but I had somebody on a tour once who got an ear infection by using squidgies.
Yeah, but
I realised how he got it, because before he was putting them in his ears, he was putting them in his mouth and then shoving them in his ears, and he was like, ah. Anyway, so I carry those just in case my ears get crusty and itchy. I can have a day off the squidgies, whatever, and just use them. But flare isolate, they're called. They're
but
brilliant.
Ultimate Ear is the other one, and they're running a competition which will run out by the time you see this, but they are brilliant. They're going to be at the NEC if this video is out before then, and you'll save a ton of money through having your moulds for free as well. But they are, I won't go anywhere else for my ear protection though. Ultimate Ear, really good. They also do, which we haven't got here, a Bluetooth one as well. So if you've not got internal Bluetooth for your helmet, you can buy those moulded earplugs with the Bluetooth, connect to your phone, and you can control your music and stuff. And they're really, really good quality.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, you can buy RiderCamTV merch.
Yeah, you can.
Did I go off subject then?
No, but you can buy it. It's all available just for you, so you can look just like us.
So I'm guessing...
One of you might have to shave your head off though, or your hair off. Your head off.
I'm guessing that this is going out before Christmas.
Well, I'm hoping it will go out before Christmas. Depends.
Did we say what year?
Yeah, but that's just a really short roundup of the stuff that we either take with us, like to use, or have to use all the time. And it might give you some ideas as to what to buy your biker partner, friend, family member. They haven't got to be really expensive stuff, but the stuff on that we've gone through that caters for everybody's different budgets.
When this comes out, what I suggest they do is put a link and send it to their whoever it is that they want to buy them.
Yeah, this will work the other way.
Oh,
so
just watch this.
if people aren't watching this thinking, what do I get you as a biker for Christmas? Why didn't you send the video to them to watch it and say, hi, look at this. Timestamp it if you've got to and say, at 6 minutes or whatever it is, I really want that Cardo Edge, or I really want that.
And then get them to subscribe, because that'd be awesome.
It would be, wouldn't it? So like and subscribe the video. Have a wonderful Christmas. We'll see you at some point after Christmas with different bikes. Going to have the 1300 to review.
I thought you were going to buy one then.
Well, I've got to unveil what's underneath the veil in my garage that you've not seen yet. So, yeah,
right,
that'd be a surprise. So, thumbs up, subscribe, all that jazz. Have a wonderful Christmas, and we'll see you when we see you.